A lot of hard work has been put in by our team over the last 8-9 months. So finally opening day is here, and so we're all very excited to get going and see what this team's made of. Want to see what our strengths and weaknesses are so that we get to work on them ASAP. So face a real good Liberty team, good program this weekend, so be a good test for us right out of the gate. Well, we had a lot of good candidates for that spot. But we landed on Reed thinking for opening weekend. He's a guy that has really good stuff. He's an older guy, has a calm presence about him, has a good slider, has a good fastball that he can really spot up. So I think if you can find a guy with really good pitchability for Sunday, I think that's a good way to go.
First, realize that Dylan had the potential to do this, and are you surprised, impressed? How would you term, the fact that he's going to be your Saturday guy?
Yeah, I'd say all the above. I don't think you go into it thinking that a spring sign will be your Saturday starter the following year. That generally doesn't happen, but he's a unique kid in everything we've seen so far. He's been through a lot in his personal life, and because of that, I think he has a pretty good, calm maturity about him. So that combined with his arm that can be up to 95 miles an hour, and he's been really tough for our guys to hit in the fall and in the spring. It just was kind of a natural progression. I don't think you can really pinpoint when did the light go on and say, hey, let's make this guy our Saturday starter. He just kept pitching really well over and over and over again, and it just got to the point where it was obvious to everybody he was one of our best guys.
Already on that first base position.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably look at a couple guys early in the season, but we feel good about Seitler. We feel good about Holiday. Brady Allen can be moved in to play there potentially. Luke Berryhill has gotten some reps there. So we feel that we'll land on somebody that can get the job done. And maybe it's a platoon, maybe it's one of those guys just runs with the position. Nobody has totally won the job where you just say he's our everyday guy, but we have guys there with really good potential.
And so you can go from that bullpen guy last year to the end of the season starter, and now he can take the reins as your number one guy. What sort of qualities have you seen him show in the offseason?
Yeah, he's gotten bigger physically, which has allowed the fastball to get a little better. He's developed a cutter with Coach Mead that I think will be a really good pitch for him. His off-speed stuff is a little bit better. And because of having more physicality, I think he should have better command of his pitches and maybe have a little bit more length to how far he can go in a game. He's a guy last year that was put out there some and sometimes did really well, other times he struggled, but I think you grow through that. So I think as a sophomore now, a lot of times the biggest jump you see out of players is from freshman to sophomore year. So he's earned this right to get this crack at this Friday night job, and now we'll see how he does.
You have specific roles for the rest of the guys?
Yeah, I mean, the rest of the guys you're looking at, and I hope I don't forget anybody, but Lehman is going to be a key guy back there. This opening weekend, Gilreath will be a key guy. Danny Lloyd has really come on, Sweat has come on, Tringali has come on, so we've got a lot of options back there we feel pretty good about. So my hope is that whoever we give the ball to, we don't have to ask them to do too much, and from what we've seen so far, they're all capable of getting the job done. Yeah, we're going to go into this season being traditional with the traditional model of starters, middle relievers, setup men, and closers, and maybe some matchup lefties. We'll start traditional. I don't see any reason to try to break something that's not, that doesn't need to be fixed yet.
I feel pretty confident about it. Put in some hard work this offseason, so I feel good going in.
Is this the best you felt entering a season, I guess, probably since your freshman year?
Yeah, I'm just ready to get after it. It's been a long spring, it feels like, and a long fall, and I'm just ready to get back out there tomorrow. I would say Carmen, they just got a different, ever since Coach Mead got here, they preach mound presence, and it's a real thing. I mean, those three guys, especially Carmen, I mean, he's up there and you can just look at him and he's ready to get you out. And he's got like 8 different pitches. Harley's got a hard fastball, and I faced him in the fall and he looked good, but I faced him in the spring, and I mean, he threw me a buttload of changeups, and it's gotten a lot better. And Reed Morgan about broke my thumb in the spring. I got kind of mad at him. I was like, hey man, you gotta quit throwing it inside. But they're all 3 different pitchers, and I'm just really excited to get going because they're all 3 really talented.